video, we are going to compare two students' works. The bead company got 150 pounds of turquoise beads. The company expects to sell 8 pounds of turquoise beads per day. And we want to think about how many pounds of turquoise beads are left over after a different number of days. Let's take a look at student 1's table. For day 1, the student said 150 minus 8 and determined that that equals 142. For day 2, they then took 142 and subtract 8 to get 134. For day 3, they now had 134 pounds left. Subtract the 8 they would sell, and they get 126. Day 4, 126 minus the 8 pounds for that day gives us 118. Day 5, we had 118. We removed 8, and now we have 110. This student is looking at the previous day's amount and subtracting 8 more pounds. That thinking makes sense. It follows the day-by-day process. After one day, subtract 8. Then from that result, subtract 8 again. Then subtract 8 again. This is sometimes called a recursive way of thinking. A recursive pattern tells us how to get from one step to the next. Now, let's look at student 2. For day 1, student 2 said 150 minus 1 times 8. For day 2, 150 minus 2 times 8. Day 3, 150 minus 3 times 8. For day 4, 150 minus 4 times 8. And for day 5, 150 minus 5 times 8. This student is always starting from 150 and subtracting the total amount sold so far. After day 1, one group of 8 pounds has been sold. After day 2, 2 groups of 8 pounds have been sold. After 3 days, 3 groups of 8 pounds have been sold. This is especially useful for writing an expression with a variable. Let's let D be the number of days that have passed. Then the number of pounds of turquoise beads left is 150 minus 8 times D, or 150 minus D times 8. This expression tells us directly how many pounds are left after any number of days. So, which student's work is more useful for formulating an expression with a variable? Student 2's work is more useful because it shows the relationship between the day number and the total amount sold. Student 1's work is still valuable. It shows the repeated subtraction process. But student 2's work makes it easier to generalize. This is an important teaching point. When students look at patterns, they may notice different things. Some students notice how the pattern changes from one step to the next. Other students notice how each step relates back to the starting amount. Both kinds of thinking matter. When our goal is to write an expression with a variable, we usually want the pattern that connects directly to the input. Here, the input is the number of days. The expression is 150 minus 8D. That means we start with 150 pounds, subtract 8 pounds for each day, where D is the number of days. The big idea is recursive thinking helps us move step by step, but explicit expressions help us describe any step using a variable.